Duxbury's back with us again. He's got a question. We got to go here. We have to go here.
You get
We
it.
really do.
Okay. Well, this sounds easy, but I've been drilling birdhouses and pepper mills and things for a long time. And I thought, damn it, they make twist drills that do the same thing. And I can resharpen these and they last forever. And they do work. However, anything above about 800 RPM or something, this thing starts chattering, unbelievable. Anybody know what's wrong with that? I'm at about 50 RPM, it drills a gorgeous hole, but it takes a while. But it's just this is 1 3/8 inches, I think. But I've got 1 1/4 inches. I bought 3 or 4 of them. And I thought, damn, that's got to be a good way to go. But it will not drill end grain. Anybody know what's wrong?
Well, I had no idea.
You're drilling
It's really
too fast,
design. It's design of the cutter.
Hey, Jim.
Hmm?
Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
that flat part right on the top of there is designed for cutting metal.
Right up here.
Yeah,
Playing the bevel.
it's designed to cut metal.
Okay.
So if the wood is there, that flat part is making you jump around. If you had a pilot hole before you start, you wouldn't get it.
No, I tried that too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It looks like there's a secondary bevel, like there's a bevel on the edge, and then there's a bevel behind that. That's not metal cutting or something, is it? It looks like it's the same angle. I don't know, but you can't imagine how this thing chattered. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
So
Hey, how about now? There's a guy up in Canada. His name's Michael Fortune. He does furniture, and he makes his twist drill bits. He takes them to the grinder and makes them brad points, and rather than buy brad points. I wonder
Okay.
if that.
I've seen that done. I've never done it, but
Speed's
That's
just
okay.
cutting, you're cutting too fast.
Cutting too fast.
Have you tried wax?
Yeah. That takes the noise out of it, but at about 50 RPM, real slow. This thing cuts beautiful, but it takes forever. I thought it should be, usually they're high-speed drill bits, aren't they?
Right.
They're not made to go over when you're cutting wood. The wood itself is causing it to vibrate.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, the speed.
Nothing over.
I'm sorry.
Jim,
ahead, Charlie.
what's the shank of that drill bit look like?
About half
Okay.
inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
The speed is your problem, Jim. You said that it was cutting fine under what number did you say, like 500?
Under probably 100.
No, it would be more than that.
It's not much.
It would probably be more than that. But that's what it's designed to do. Every tool's designed to do.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
go to the basics.
You got to remember with a drill bit with that large of a bevel, it's cutting a lot per rotation,
Yeah.
a lot, and it's putting a lot of pressure on that drill bit, on that cutting edge, and also
Okay.
that secondary bevel that's on it. That's to clear away any debris that the drill bit's cutting.
Yeah. It does that good. Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
there
just
is an entire geometry on how to design the bevel, the release, the relief cuts on the flutes, and how you cut the cutting edges on the flutes. There's an entire science that goes behind that. There are places you can find on the internet that'll explain more than you want to know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll give it a
He-
shot.
Even okay, let's go back to the early years. When we were all in kindergarten, if you're trying to figure something out, they'd tell you draw it. You're trying to figure out draw it, right? Draw, just take that drill bit on, and no matter what size, draw it on a piece of paper, the circle that you want to cut, and then what is making contact, put that on the same circle. Put the flutes, draw them in, and then what is that center point? That's where I'm going. What is the center point? Because the best machinist I've ever met is a guy named Paul Holmes. He's out of St. Louis, Missouri. He did installations of equipment for me. He manufactured equipment. And he would hand sharpen his drill bits on site with a 4.5-inch grinder and just roll them. But his twist bits always had a point, always, because they all walk. The chisel goes in and the chisel changes. It'll find, in steel, it finds a molecular structure and adheres to that structure. So the wobble is not as much. But in wood, when it goes into the grain or the lack thereof on end grain, it will try, that chisel's trying to read another spot to spin on. So it doesn't have that spot. It's got a slice, a groove, not a point, but a groove that it's trying to read. The way it's walking, my belief, the way it's walking is that twist bit with that flex in it that they all have. It will flex enough walking back and forth to get that groove to work. And the faster you turn it, the worse it will get, because the point that you're trying to get into is going to widen or lengthen, and you're just going to walk and walk and walk. I tell you how to sharpen your bit, but I always go back to Homie. Homie would sharpen. I said, you can't sharpen that. You got to get such and such. You know, I went and bought him a drill doctor, one of those things one day, and he thanked me, and I think he returned it the next day and got his money. But if you in doubt as to how it cuts, take it apart, draw it. Somebody else had to draw it when he built it, hopefully, and draw it out. That's why when you look at a brad point and look at wood cuts on a brad point, when you look at a Forstner bit, people sharpen Forstner's bit all wrong all the time because they think they got to improve the cutting edge. No, all you have to do is improve the slicing edge. And you leave all the rest of them alone, because if you get one slightly off, the thing will walk like crazy. So yeah, I would sit down and take a good hard look. Even it comes down to having somebody turn the bit in your chuck or putting it in your lathe and spinning the flywheel to watch it actually going into a piece. And as it's going in, you can see what's happening. You get to get your eyes right down on top of it and see it and spin it real. Remember, if you can cut it at 1 RPM, you cut it 1,000 RPMs. So you just cut it and see how it moves. It might help you out with that a little bitty bit.
Let you know how I make out.
Yeah, I'd love to know.